Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another cool arcade game video for you today. You'll have to excuse my voice. I had the flu last week, and it just about killed me. But it didn't kill me. So here I am, ready to film more videos. So unfortunately, I don't have my full dulcet tones today, but we'll see if we can struggle through it. I couldn't wait to do this video because we don't get one in this nice very often, and it's probably going to sell pretty quick. So if I try to wait 2 or 3 days to film this, it ain't going to be here. This is an original, Midway, dedicated Miss Pac-Man cocktail table. Now, you've seen these a million times, but this is an original one. It's the right out of the box, exactly as it would have been in 1981. And it's also in very nice shape. So because of that, I figured I'd film it. We had a gentleman call us and let us know that he had this available for sale. And here's the story on it. His grandfather bought it for him whenever he was a kid. So according to him, his grandfather bought him a game, his brother a game, and his sister a game. His brother got Asteroids. His sister got Space Invaders. And he got a Miss Pac-Man. So, according to him, story is, this thing has never been operated. So this is a home use only game. Now, a lot of times people say home use only, and they say that to try to rip you off. You know, they're just basically trying to make you think that what they've got is more valuable than it is or whatever. The inference being that if it's home use only, it was only used in a home, then it was never operated, so it was never beat up on location and all of that. Really, it all comes down to condition. It doesn't matter if it's home use only or if it was operated. This could have been home use only in a crack house, and they beat the crap out of it and cut coke on the glass and everything. You know, I mean, it could be, that doesn't mean anything. Or it could have been operated at, you know, Bob's Bar, and he didn't let anybody play it that didn't give them their driver's license first, and he made them wipe the thing off after they were done playing it. And the one at Bob's Bar is still in perfect shape, even though it was operated for 40 years. So that doesn't really mean that there's a direct correlation. I can barely talk, people. That there's a direct correlation between condition and whether it was operated or whether it was home use only. But in general, if it was only used in a home, it should be in better shape. And this one appears to be that way. So how do we know that it is a home use only? Well, we have the guy's word for it. The story kind of checks out. Makes sense. Second, the thing is very clean and doesn't appear to have anything changed on it. Okay. Burn-in. If you know about these older games, the screen got a lot of burn-in on them. So there would be a maze, especially on Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man, burned into the screen just because when it's in attract mode, it shows Miss Pac-Man running through the maze, and it keeps showing that screen in the same place over and over and over and over and over again. Eventually it burns into the screen. Well, on this one, there is no maze burn-in. The only burn-in is what you're seeing right now, which is the free play screen. So the assumption being that they bought it for the kid, put it on free play, and it sit like this every time it was turned on and burnt the screen in. If it had been operated, it would have burnt in with some of the maze, but there's no maze burn in at all. So I think that kind of makes me think that it's home use only as well. And then let me show you one more thing. Again, I'll open it up here in a minute so we can see everything, but you can see how generally clean everything is. Right? But check out the coin mech. Mm-hmm. 999,833 credits. So, why is that? Well, it's because from the factory, usually they would ship them like that, where they actually were not on zero. Maybe able to see the burn in there a little bit. They would ship them like that, where they didn't start on zero. They started a little before zero, so that the operator could mess with it a little bit and eventually that meter would get to 0 and then blah, 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 blah. It would give you a little bit more accurate count of how many games have actually been played on it. So if you ever get one where it's the meter is actually just a little bit before 0, it's probably original. It's probably from the factory like that. Very, very clean. If you look, you let the light hit it, see the wrinkles in the underlay? So there's a piece of plastic with the art on it underneath the glass. On the earlier games like Galaga, Pac-Man, stuff like that, they actually painted the bottom of the glass. But when they came out with Miss Pac-Man, since it was intended to be a kit, the kits came with that little plastic sheet, and then you would take your old glass and either get a new piece of glass cut or scrape the paint off of like your Pac-Man and then put that underlay artwork under it to make it say Miss Pac-Man. I believe, I may be wrong about this, I have never seen a Miss Pac-Man with silkscreen glass. So I believe that this is the original top as well. You can get a silkscreened Miss Pac-Man glass top from Phoenix Arcade. He makes them, but I don't believe the originals ever had one. I don't think it ever existed. So this is how it would have been right out of the box. Now we could replace that with a new one that wasn't quite as wrinkled, but they're only original once, people. So we're just going to leave it how it is. This kind of looks like those are stickers, but they are not. That's just the way it's silk screened on that top, on the underlay. You know what I mean? So there's a piece of plastic with some artwork silk screened on it. And that's how they made it. So let me get some a little stool where I can fold this back and we can look inside of it. Now, some jackass on YouTube a couple years ago made a video, there's what's inside a Pac-Man, right? And he cut a freaking Pac-Man arcade game open with a chainsaw. We're going to show you what's inside this one, but we don't need a chainsaw because there's a clip inside where you can open it, right? So let's open it up the safe way and be constructive instead of destructive, and I'll show you what the inside looks like. Alright folks, so this will be the cleanest one you have ever seen, pretty much. I've been doing it a long time. It's the cleanest one I've ever seen. So, there's the power switch there. The transformers, fuse panels. Everything looking nice and clean. Original fan. Right? It's the original board, still mounted in the original place. No speed up chip because they didn't operate it. So a lot of people don't realize that the speed up chip, the main purpose of it was to make more money. Because if you got to a harder level quicker, you lost money your quarter quicker, right? Or most people did, at least. So that is that. Also, you got a bunch of serial numbers here. 14604, 14604. Then stamped in the edges, 14604. And then finally, there's this little, I guess this would have been like a build checkoff sheet or something that they stapled inside. You can see how it's ripped on the bottom there where they would have pulled the ticket off and turned it in somewhere after they got done building it. And it says PMMS cocktail Pac-Man Miss. I wonder if they did it like that just so they could kind of write PMS. Alright, so when this folds up, you know, that little piece of paper is right here behind the coin door. And the main purpose of that is so that when you open the door, you don't stick your hand in there and grab the anode on the monitor, right? Because it's shocky. So have I ever grabbed the anode? Yeah. Have I ever been shocked by the anode? Oh yeah, yeah. Has that happened 5 times? Oh yeah, more than that. Has that happened 30 times? Yep. And I'm still here, so it ain't all that dangerous, but it is an electrifying experience. So this is an Electro Home G07. Whenever we got it, of course, the monitor had died. Recap the monitor, new flyback and all that. Look how freaking clean that thing is. You never see them this clean, man. In one man. Look at that. Super clean, super, super, super clean. Showing you where the adjustments are. Very, very clean game. I showed you the back of the coin door. When we got it, it did not have light bulbs in the coin door. So I don't know what the deal was with that. This little thing here is usually missing. I've only seen this maybe once. Oh, I should also mention to all of y'all that are hardcore in it, there was a filter board on here, and I did take that off. So the FCC made them put a filter board where the power goes into the board, and we still got it, but they cause all kinds of problems, and the wiring's the same if you just take that off and plug the harness in. So we did for reliability, but yes, it did have the original filter board. So here's the original coin box. Here's the cavity that it goes in. So if you look down in there, what do you think? Have quarters fallen in that? I don't think they have, man. I don't think this thing has ever been used. And I think that coin meter proves it. So very clean game. This is the cleanest Miss Pac-Man I've ever had. Now, does that mean it's worth more money because it's home use only? Well, it depends. It's worth more money, a little bit more money, but not because it's home use only, because it's so clean. It's just so nice. It's a very nice quality, high quality Miss Pac-Man. So I'll put it all back together, and then we'll play it a little bit, make sure it plays like it ought to. All right, so we're going to play it a little bit. Now, I'm no Miss Pac-Man perfectionist or anything, so I just like moving around the maze a little bit, you know. Can't we have a good time, people? So it's the original speed. Which makes it a little bit harder. Oop. They are on my ass. And they're trying to take away my cherry. I shouldn't have hesitated. I need to look up some of those Billy Mitchell patterns. I don't think he plays Miss Pac-Man, though. I think he always does Pac-Man. Give me some points. I want some... I need some points. 200 points. Was it worth it? Got my extra chick. Probably should have just waited on that one. I'm going for it. I made it. I made it, people. I think my skills are growing. And then I do something like that just to keep me humble. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's try that again. All right, all right. It was love at first bite. That's enough. That's enough. Oh, that's enough. They're getting away from me. All right, 24,370. All right, so I'm gonna try it again, playing just to beat levels instead of playing to eat monsters. Saw that coming. I should have outsmarted them ahead of time. I almost waited too long. Screw the cheese, let me out of the trap. Look, I'm back about where I was, and my score's like nothing like it because I haven't been eating any monsters. You gotta go for the monsters, people. Look at him run. Not quite. I didn't quite get quick enough. You can see the little burnt in Pac-Man from the free play screen. Miss Pac-Man. I didn't get any of them. All right, let's get some points. I need some points, people. They're turning so quick, I can't get any points. I can't get any points. All right, we'll try one more game. I better get the points early. You see him trying to hide the cherry from me? Do you see this? They knew I needed those 100 points. Nothing. I was bamboozled again. Boy, I can't wait for all the comments telling me how I don't know what the hell I'm doing playing Miss Pac-Man. That makes it so much more fun to make videos. I always thought like the goal of a game was you put a quarter in and you have a good time. They let me out. Nothing. Just one. Still missed him. They seem to be getting faster than me. Oh no. Oh no, they got me. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I think this thing works pretty good. Still up and doing its thing after all these years. And it even looks good doing it. I gotta at least beat my high score. Don't I? Don't I at least have to beat my high score? Come on, points. Yeah, I wasted that one. Caught in the damn tunnel. I got caught in the tunnel. Boy, they are getting quick. But not quick enough yet. It's getting bad, people. It's getting bad. Oh, and that's that. But I did beat my super high score there of 26,870. Boy, that's good. I can't remember the last time I scored that high. Legendary stuff here, people. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed it. That is Midway's original, dedicated Miss Pac-Man arcade game. Still working great after all these years. Hope you liked the video. Now, by the time you see this video, we may not even have this game available for sale anymore. We're not necessarily trying to sell it to you. We're just trying to make a record of it so that people can remember what they looked like in their original condition. A lot of these that you see anymore are just copies, or they've been converted to 60-in-1s or something like that. But this is an all original, working great and looking great doing it. You can see all the games that we do have available for sale, though, if you go to our website. Go to lionsarcade.com, which is our website. Or you can come see us here. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina. We're about 15 miles south of Charlotte, North Carolina, just over the border. And we've got a store here full of arcade games for sale, a few pinball machines, get a jukebox in every once in a while. Now, if you can't come by and you don't want to buy one, that's fine. Just subscribe to us here on YouTube. And every time we get something cool in, we film a little video for it. And usually, my voice doesn't sound like I'm about to wheeze out and die on the floor. But it is what it is. So, leave your comments below. Give us a thumbs up for taking the trouble to film it for you. And leave your comments. Let us know what you think. And we will see you on the next video. Hope you enjoyed it.